So good. Mm. Dude, I wish they had little hotels like this in America that were this cheap. It's like shared bathroom. Who cares though? It's like 13 bucks. Oh, like if you had hotels like this in America, you could just put your shit in storage and just like live from place to place, you know? Mm. Mm. My God, these chips are really up. It's kind of bad because I just ate like a really healthy meal, but I had to try these chips and they're like, these chips are so good. Okay. I can't believe this is the first time I've ever had pizza chips. Dude, I don't care, man. Sometimes you just gotta have fun and just fucking eat, you know? You know, it's like I fucking walk like 10 miles a day. It's like, let me fucking eat some shit that I want to eat. Isn't that like part of the reason why we work out? Just so we can eat whatever the fuck we want? It's part of the reason, you gotta admit. Like, I met this guy who was like an ultra marathoner, you know? And he's like, it's great, man. I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Anytime I want. I get that, you know? know. For me, it's real easy to put on weight, but I don't eat super high fat though. Like if I was eating all this like meat and dairy stuff, I'd probably like you know, be a lot harder to lose weight. People actually kind of have dieting backwards. Uh, like the whole no carbs thing is stupid. I just eat a bunch of protein, blah blah blah. You know, stupid. Mm. Let me see. Oh, the other thing, they have this thing called Chill Out, which I really like. It has literal minerals in it. Hello, Konnichiwa. Oh, I'm just so fucking happy right now. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm gonna have this Dr. Pepper too. Really good. I know, I know. Whatever. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own fucking fun in life. You know what I mean? I gotta have mine too. High cheese. I got these because I kind of still have a fucking cold. It's been going on a couple weeks now, and I'm um, a pretty bad cough, and I've taken the medicine already. So, mm, it's, what? It's all crunchy. It's kind of weird. At first, I was like, I thought I ate part of the wrapper. Okay, we're up to 2404 subs. What's the date today? It's the 23rd. Can you stop smacking? That's so funny. I can stop smacking. I don't know if I can stop coughing though. It made me laugh, bro. You made me cough, laugh, cough, laugh. Is that what you call it? So let's see here. I love this place, man. This is so cool. I love it. I like this place as much as being in like a fancy hotel. You know,
Once we
there's something kind of interesting about it to me. Well, that and also it's like 10% of the prize too. That always helps. You know, like if you get a fucking hotel and it's all expensive, you don't even want to leave your freaking room. You're like, I paid so much fucking money for this room. Okay. God, it's a good thing I don't smoke. I'd really be in trouble, wouldn't I? Or maybe I'd be less sick because supposedly nicotine helps cold. Has anyone heard that? Can we verify that information? Oh, yeah. Mm. I shouldn't even buy this kind of shit because then I just fucking eat the whole thing, you know. So wow.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic,
What is up with this shit?
Republican, and Independent.
I'm going to have to rip out my other phone, it looks like.
Families, some who fear for their lives.
Well, Trump has responded. responded. He took a while. His first response was didn't really say very much when he was asked by the media. And then he said the so-called bishop who spoke at the National Prayer Service on Tuesday morning was a radical left hardline Trump hater. She brought her church into the world of politics in a very ungracious way. She was nasty in tone and not compelling or smart. She failed to mention the large number of illegal migrants that came into our country and killed people. Many were deposited in jails and mental institutions. It's a giant crime wave is taking part in the USA. Apart from her inappropriate statements, the service was a very boring and uninspiring one. She's not very good at her job. She and her church owe the public an apology. So, I would say a fairly predictable response from President Trump, Riley. But I've got to say, I was pretty staggered that at such a moment when you got a new president, whoever it is, for the bishop to suddenly launch into what was very clearly a pretty partisan political speech, which bore very little relation to the fact that all Trump had said was there are two genders, male and female. That's it. That doesn't seem to me to be leading directly to young kids all over America fearing for their lives, unless I missed something.
No. And before I even answer that, Trump put out that tweet at about midnight. So the 12 a.m. mean tweets are back in full effect. I know. Yeah, when I first saw this video, I saw it in the same format that you just showed. It looked like a stitch almost, like one side and one side. And I thought it was a skit until I realized, of course, that it wasn't. As you mentioned, Trump's EO that he signed, which I would imagine as this is why this bishop went into this parade in the way that she did, it merely just defined male and female and indicated those are the only two sexes that exist. I would love to ask this bishop, okay, if there are more than what are they? I know you've had Harry Sisson on this show. I love that clip of you peers asking him, what are, that you say there are more than two genders. Right. What are the other genders? And of course, there's no an answer. So it's wild to me that we live in this time where we have to applaud such decisive and executive action. Truthfully, I don't want to, because it's like we're applauding someone for saying that the sky is blue. But nonetheless, that is the point of decay that we've reached as a society. So it's a big victory, and it's certainly worth celebrating. And I think this female bishop is just your classic progressive pastor, quick to speak of God's grace, but hesitant to condemn sin. And so preaching half of the truth isn't preaching the gospel at all.
Yeah, I mean, Dave Smith, I just found it extraordinary that she went to go to DEFCON 3. There are children all over America fearing for their lives simply because Donald Trump said there's male and female out there. That's it. That's how we're now going to deal with this issue. That's how people are going to be referred to. How does that lead? Where's the correlation to a load of American kids terrified for their lives?
Well, I mean, look, and I just think this represents so much of what we've had to deal with insane wokeism over the last decade at least, and what has just been rejected by the American people. And you nailed it, Pierce, right? It's that this is clearly a political speech. This is how the woke like to do it, right? It's clearly a political speech, but you present it as if you're transcending above politics and it's just about morality, but obviously it's not. And look, the two major political issues that she was hitting on, number one, I mean, I completely agree with Riley on this. If humanity survives for another 50 years, when historians write books about this time period, it will just be about the mass psychosis and how madness just swept, culture. And this stuff is just so it's so ridiculous. And again, like the example of you asking that kid how many genders there are, answer the most simple questions when it comes to the trans thing. Like the most basic one of like, why can't I identify as a horse?
Yeah.
Constant invoking of the Nazis is just stupid.
It just seems to me slightly perverse that a Republican Party would be comfortable with people who attacked police officers at the Capitol.
Donald Trump pardoning people that tase police officers. It's like, this is supposed to be a patriotic, pro-police, pro-Christian party.
Do you feel uncomfortable about that?